My name is Tim Carlisle, and I'm going to talk about negotiating the best outcome. I'm going to talk about a recent negotiation I participated in, how that negotiation was successful, and what I learned from that negotiation. So I belong to a 501c3 nonprofit organization called the California Lost Boat Memorial. What that organization does is just honors two of the submarines that were lost during World War II, and they're divided up between different states in the country. The two that we had were the Squalus and the Grampus. Well, at our memorial, which is in the San Leandro Marina, we have this beautiful blocks of granite and beautiful plaques and a World War II Mark 14 torpedo. Because of the salt air, of course, this torpedo rusted. And by the time we actually got into looking at it, the torpedo had been pretty well damaged. So we reached out to a friend of ours that knew some people and had gotten torpedoes fixed in the past. He had somebody come and haul it away. All was well. And then he passed away. So you can just imagine our surprise, where in the past these things were always just kind of done on a handshake and a wink and a nod. We were extremely shocked, with sticker shock, to receive a bill for over $10,000, including almost $2,000 to tow the torpedo to this industrial body shop here close to the airport. Interestingly enough, what wound up happening is a group of us went to this organization, made an appointment to go see them, and I took our most skilled negotiator, a man by the name of Dominic. Dominic is probably close to 90 years old. He's Sicilian by background. He is the best negotiator I've probably ever seen, and it just seems to come natural to him. So we met with the folks there, we went and looked at the torpedo, we all agreed that yes, it was badly damaged, yes, they'd fixed 2 or 3 in past decades to make them look beautiful again, and then we started to negotiate. We didn't really give them a price, we had a target range. Our target range was between $6,000 and $8,000. Versus the $10,000 bill we had received. So as Dominic began to speak with interjections from other members, we explained to them that the sticker shock was very real for us. We'd like to see if we could work something out with you. There are many things we could do to potentially provide assistance. The owner of the shop and his lovely wife both went with us. They talked to us. We met with them. They realized and showed us a tour of their entire facility, which was absolutely amazing. And they said, how about if we do it for $6,000 plus the tow back, which would be about an additional $2,000. We all agreed. And that was that. Things that I learned from this negotiation is when Dominic spoke to them, I could see that he spoke directly from his heart. He was extremely genuine. He talked about the long relationship between these folks and Lenny, who was our friend that passed away. He talked about how we would like to continue that relationship, how we can also help them. One of the ways that we're going to do things, we're going to invite them on some free junkets. We have pasta feeds, we have crab feeds, and we're just going to invite them as our guests to come to those things. We're not going to charge them a nickel, but more importantly, it's a great exposure for their business to a large group of people that they could possibly also do business with. Many of our members are highly successful in that regard. The things that I learned, besides Dominic speaking with such great candor, is that going to talk about things, we didn't have to talk about a dollar value. We just talked in general terms. We explained the situation. We tried to understand what their interests were. Why had they helped us in the past? Why had they helped our friend Lenny in the past? What things really drove them? Why did they do these things? We tried to understand their motivations. And once we felt we had a good sense of it, then we started discussing things. We did not speak first. In my experience with negotiations, the person that speaks first is usually the one who is given in first. Now, I don't think this was necessarily a win-lose situation. I believe it was a complete win-win situation. These folks will do some work that we needed done. We didn't need it done in a hurry, just as they had time and they didn't have anything to do. I learned a lot of things from attending this. I learned the best way to approach people, being genuine, finding out a little bit about what they want, and then help them get what they want, and in the process of that, we also got what we want.